poach eggs. One of my favorite ways to actually eat eggs, and I really judge chefs, especially new chefs, on their egg cookery. One of the ways I ask is to poach eggs. So I have some simple boiling water right here. I'll go ahead and take some distilled white vinegar. I'm gonna add a couple of tablespoons to that. That's gonna help sort of coagulate the whites as we go ahead and poach. First things first, we wanna start to get a nice simmer. You don't want like an aggressive boil. You don't want a roaring boil. I take a slotted spoon and I create a whirlpool. You can go left counterclockwise, you can go clockwise, whichever way you feel comfortable with. I take my egg and I pour, or I sort of crack the egg directly into the center. And once you have that vinegar in there, you have a nice sort of whirlpool going on, you kind of just let the cooking process take care of itself. And immediately I'm starting to see that the egg whites are wrapping around the yolk itself, which is perfect. And really at this point, it's sort of dealer's choice. You like the way I did that? You can really allow the egg to go as long as you want. 2 to 3 minutes, you have a nice sort of soft poach. 3 to 4 minutes, you have more of like a medium poach. Anywhere over 5 to 6 minutes, then you're working with like a more sort of hard poached egg. I like my egg a little bit runny, so I'm gonna let it go for about 2 to 3 minutes. Again, you want a nice sort of gentle simmer. You wanna see a few bubbles sort of popping up. So it is playing a little bit of Tetris, so to speak, with the dial. But once you have that perfect simmer, you wanna keep it there as long as possible. Now, typically there's a tail that happens when you're poaching eggs, right? What I like to do is right after I scoop it out, just remove that tail so you have a really beautiful sort of encapsulated egg yolk. I take a paper towel, sort of just make sure any excess liquid is removed. I take my egg, put it there on that plate, a little bit of salt, and you kind of want the egg to rest just a little bit, right? Sort of make sure that it's fully cooked, but there it is, that beautiful egg. My favorite, love it. Poached egg, my way.